Hey, this is Jennifer, and I just want to show you a nice little tip if you are wanting to digitize a print scavenger hunt into a Google form, a way that you can let your students know if they got it right or not without them submitting, or rather before they submit. So what I'm using is a scavenger hunt activity from support.gale.com. Because as a librarian, we teach databases all the time. So here is an activity for students to do their own research and answer questions. This print activity would then typically be turned into the librarian, but this is a way that you can actually have the students check their answers as they go through and do it from a computer. They're going to need to be on a computer anyway to look up the information because the database is going to be online. So whether they're a Chromebook, iPad, a desktop, this would be an activity they could do. So we're going to use response validation in Google Forms to make sure the students know what the right answer is. So I just set up a regular Google form, and the first question is, what's another name for a wildebeest? This is a short answer because the students will have to type in their answer. And the first thing I want to add is the response validation. So if you come to the 3 more on that particular question and turn on response validation, you're going to get some additional questions here. Now, because students are typing in a word, I'm going to take that and change it from number to text. And the word they're going to type in is GNU, right? So that's the other word for wildebeest. Now, if I leave this the way it is, let's look and see what that says. Put it in preview mode so we can check that question out. When I start typing in that question, I'm going to see a little blank that says must contain and with the answer. Now, we don't want the answer to be given away in that way. We want it to be given away when they get it right. So where it says custom error text, we need to put something in the blank. Now, one of the things you should remember is this is case sensitive. So if the students typed in GNU and didn't capitalize the G, it would not give them the right answer. So let's give them a hint in this error text and say must be capitalized so that they get that little hint. Another little hint I want to give them is that this particular response is 1 word long. And I'm going to do that by going back to the little 3 more buttons at the bottom, select description, and then give them the description. Answer is 1 word. And so that way they will know that they're only looking for a 1-word answer. So if I put that back into preview mode and we try that again, I now have the little hint, answer is 1 word. I'm going to start to type in, and as soon as I type, I'm getting that little reminder, it must be capitalized. Oops, I'm going to go back, delete, put a capital in, and once I have typed the correct word, I no longer have an error response. Now, of course, we'd want our students to do all of these answers and submit it, but if I'm doing this as a lesson in the library, I may not go back through and see who got the right answers and who got the wrong answers, but this is a way they can check their answers as they go. And some of these answers would have multiple words, so that's why I think it's important to use the description and give them a little bit of a hint. That way, this is kind of student-directed learning, especially in the library where you may have 1 or 2 classes or more working at the same time. It helps you to kind of come around, and it's self-manage as they get the hints and they can figure out what they got right and what they need to keep looking for. I hope you found this activity helpful. Look for more samples on my blog for these types of activities. Have a great day.